Hi, I am Aubree. I'm an inventor, and I'm taking a rest week this week, but as I'm sitting here folding laundry, I was thinking to myself on why is rest so hard? So I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else feels this way, but I have a hard time resting. Clearly, by this video, when I'm saying I'm going to rest, which I did a little bit. I went and watched a show. I think I'm gonna go take a bath. But when I'm saying I'm going to rest, I am folding clothes, I am doing laundry, my kids are out of the house with my mother-in-law, and I am not in this house by myself often, if not ever, very rarely. And I'm having a hard time resting. And so I was just curious if anybody else feels this way. What things do you do to rest, or what helps you kind of reset and rest? And as I was doing all this too, I did find, even though I don't think resting is just sitting, so right now it is kind of restful for me to catch up on some stuff that I haven't done, or that makes my space feel more restful. So I had a couple loads of laundry that I had washed and hadn't folded, and so it feels good to make my space feel more restful. But I think there's a balance there, because I definitely probably have too much stuff, even though I try to not have a lot, but I think it's hard to, you're never gonna have everything done, always, ever. So, all that to say, just a short one this week, curious on if you find it easy to rest or not. I think it's important to work hard. I think the Bible says that God rested on the seventh day, but I think he worked those other 6. So it's not like rest means being idle and doing nothing, but I also find it hard to rest. So let me know what you think. What makes you feel restful? Do you have any tips or tricks? I always think lighting a candle helps me feel restful, because it sort of signals to my brain that I'm winding down for the evening. So that's a little trick of mine, I feel like, is lighting a beeswax candle. I also find, like I said, taking a bath to be restful. I made my favorite food this morning to kind of help me rest. It's not normally my breakfast food, but I love bone broth rice. And so I've got my electrolytes around here somewhere, because I was trying to drink a lot of water. And I also made my bone broth rice, and it's one of my favorite foods. When I was little, just like plain white rice and butter and salt and pepper was probably my favorite food. And then as I've grown older, that stuck. But I've started using bone broth instead of just the water, and it feels very nourishing and restful and filling. Yes, I'm done with my laundry. I'm calling that enough for today, and I'm going to go take a bath and maybe get ready and do my best to rest. So hope you have a good day.